Hi, I am Regan Finkel.
I'm Brady Finkel.
And welcome to our YouTube channel. Okay, so in today's episode, we are going to be talking about our 2022 and 2023 CrossFit season.
Whoa.
I feel like we have little bits and pieces that we speak about it during the day and like anger.
We're going to be calm.
Yeah, we're going to be calm. This is like the first time that I think we're discussing it in like
This is,
full...
like I said, this is like therapy for us.
Yeah. So, I mean, where do you want to start?
This journey started in 2021. In 2021, we went as individuals. Never ever did we think we were going to be in a team.
No, I never thought about it as well. I mean, the idea only started to spark when Callum Deeble came to our gym. He left wherever he was at, and he started training with us on the 9th of October, my birthday. So it's our friendship anniversary and my birthday on the same day. So that, I think, already started to build. There was like talk from people in the gym being like, oh, Callum's here, Callum went team.
He was previously in a team.
He went to the games the previous year in a team. And then Michael van Tonde came, December of that year. And we knew.
Let's just be honest. Me, you, and Ashton always like to go, like when we started CrossFit, we always like to be synchro.
Yes, of course. But I'm saying I never think that there was a time where I was like, oh, I want to go team.
I feel like I didn't think it was a possibility.
Same, it never crossed my mind. Ever crossed my mind. It was just like something that like I wasn't.
But then when Mike came,
I was like, okay, Brady, me, Callum, Mike, CrossFit Games.
it was so funny. I remember every single time we would do any workouts, like it had nothing to do with team, but we would always screenshot like a part where all four of us were together and be
send
like,
it on the group.
Team.
And like, I think it was something that was kind of unspoken, but also it was spoken.
Knew,
we all knew that we wanted to go in a team, but it wasn't really like, we didn't like sit down and discuss until quarterfinals. Like before
open.
We discussed in the open?
Yeah.
Okay, so we discussed in the open.
It was before the open. Before the open, we were like, hey, we are going team.
Okay, and obviously, of course, that year, we were going team to win and go to the games.
In our head, of course, you have to be confident, but we went in thinking we can go and we can win and we can go to the games.
Yes, so we were going in knowing that we were going there to win.
Yeah, well, aiming, that was the aim.
That was the goal.
CrossFit Games 2022.
Yes, and we had already started manifesting from before then. We're going to do a whole nother video on manifestation and all of that, but we were manifesting going to the games 2022 from before then. So anyways.
Oh, that was not a good year.
The ball started to get rolling, and we were training together. Like every Saturday we were doing team training, like begging Chris to make synchro workouts. And we just wanted to do team training. Team training, we didn't want to do any individual. And then we did the open. What even
Listen,
were the,
keep in mind, this was a very emotional year for us. We had a lot of sad things happen, and it was...
This was like the thing that we were holding on to. Like this was like going to make the year right.
Like there was just so much that went on at the beginning of the year.
Personal stuff.
Yeah, like personal stuff that went on that was like, we have CrossFit.
And, like we're going to the games this year.
It was just that one thing that like kept us going. It was like even during the open, like it was bad.
I mean,
we had
during the open, we didn't really like care where we came. I can
but I'm saying
remember.
We had like the personal stuff going on during the open, and it's like, it's okay. We're going to the games. Yeah. We're going to go to the games. It
was such a delusional belief that like I felt it in my core that like we were just going to go. Like it was just what was going to happen. Didn't care how it was going to happen, what the workouts were going to be, but it was going to happen. Anyways, so we did the open. I can barely remember the workouts.
I remember.
And then we did mock team quarterfinals. No, sorry, we just did mock quarterfinals. We just did mock quarterfinals. And then the Thursday.
No. Let me just explain. Mock quarterfinals, I remember.
It was
we did a workout. It had GHDs and rope climbs and pistols, I think.
It was wall balls.
And wall balls. And I remember I felt literally like the strongest.
Unstoppable. I was unstoppable.
I felt the fittest, the strongest that I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah, that I think was like
that was like my peak,
that was your peak.
That was my peak confidence. Yeah. Like I was feeling so excited.
Because by that time you hadn't had an injury. I had injured my elbow the year before.
So I was like,
I was still like building back up, but I was getting to my peak.
Yeah.
So we were feeling very confident. Like, I think all four of us were like really, really keen, feeling very excited. Then the Thursday came. The quarterfinals were starting on Friday. And of course, it was individual first, and then the next week was going to be team. But we were going to do individuals regardless, like just in case of anything.
I have to sell. It's a Thursday. We don't train on a Thursday.
Why were we even there?
Why would we?
Why
you
were we
think in your
even
head,
there?
why would you need to go to the gym? We had work, but
Oh.
you think why? You know, we're not training, but we went to the gym, and it was the one day there was no parking. It just so happened somebody left a parking, so we thought there's a parking for us. I was taking.
Wait. Remember, I was going out the opposite side.
You in the driver's side. I was in the passenger side.
Oh, I was. Okay, so I
Okay.
didn't see you.
We parked on the road
On the side of the street.
it was parallel parking kind of thing. I was on the passenger side. I got off onto the pavement, the sidewalk.
I got onto the other side, so I
Okay.
didn't see Brady.
I am taking a plant for someone at the gym. A lily.
We don't do
We don't like lilies, so that's hence why we were giving it away.
Yeah, because we it's like a bad omen for us. We just don't
Okay.
vibe with the lilies.
So I'm giving the lily away. Not because I want someone else to have bad luck, because they really like plants. They really like plants, and they said,
wanted the lily.
don't throw it away, give it to me. So I thought, okay. So I'm walking out, and as I step off the pavement into the road, I stood into a pothole.
Not
and
stood.
I fell into a pothole. And I heard my ankle snap, and I literally...
She screamed. You screamed my name. I think you screamed my name because I heard this scream, and it was the scream of my season ending. It was the scream of my dreams shattering.
I
And
remember,
turned,
Regan, I remember.
I have goosebumps.
Listen,
I heard you scream.
I've had surgery on my ankle before. I know this pain.
It was a different ankle.
The same.
No.
I know this pain, and I'm still holding the plant. It didn't break in the vase. It was fine, and the plant was fine. I'm holding the plant. My whole hand is scratched, and I literally look at you, and I just shook my head.
And I just ran up to you, and I just said, "It's fine, it's fine."
And
it's
I
fine,
shook my
it's
head.
fine."
I just remember.
Even though I knew, I just
And-
kept saying, "It's fine."
and I was sitting-
Surely not.
And then Regan ran upstairs to
I
go
called
get Mike,
Mike.
and I was sitting on the floor.
What
in
did Mike
tears.
do? He just
think
also said he was like, "It's fine."
he
He
bought
didn't even
ice or
say
something.
anything. I know, but he wasn't. He didn't say. I don't remember him saying anything to me of like the season's done. Like
But
he was. We had
keep
some
in
hope.
mind, while I was sitting in the car waiting to go get an X-ray, like while it had happened,
Yeah.
Chris came downstairs and he got a call while I was downstairs. Callum's got COVID.
He can't compete this weekend. But even then, there was like, okay, but it's fine. He technically doesn't have to
No,
do
'cause we had-
individual
yeah.
because we still want to
can
do
do team.
team. So in my brain, I was like, okay, I kind of know that it's over, but I don't want to tell
But
Brady,
then-
and I don't
no,
want to
no,
put
no.
it in the universe
But
that it's
then-
over.
Then we were like, okay, it's fine. This happened on I think the 24th of March.
What do you remember?
I just remember. And team quarterfinals. Sorry, not team quarterfinals. Semi-finals was on the 20th of May, like around there, because I know
Yeah.
that was Mike's birthday. And it was around that time.
Yeah.
And we still thought it's fine, because if you have a sub in team quarterfinals, I could
Yeah, yeah.
technically still do semi-finals.
And our sub was Sasha. So we were like, okay.
We were still going to make, and then everyone kept saying to me, okay, Brady, it's fine, let's wait and go see. And let's see if you can, like,
Still
recover by the
compete.
time
But,
of
like, I mean-
semi-finals. And everyone kept saying to me, no, Brady, it's fine, it's fine. And I knew. And then I went to the doctor and he said to me,
That's it.
all ligaments torn. There's moon boot. Season is done.
So, season was done for them. Shame. God bless you, really. Mike and I finished the season. It was actually a very good season for me. I gained a lot out of it. I think it started a ripple effect for very tough mental training for you that we are going to discuss.
Yeah.
But for me, I think it was, I think I actually did need that year to
You
go as an
needed it
individual.
because you needed to get that
I
confidence
had a lot
on
more
your own.
confidence. I was a completely different athlete.
But like if you even think back to 2021, it was, I think also maybe because I'm the eldest, it's like you like look to me a lot in
Yes, of
it
course.
was more like, but it was so like.
But I was also
if
okay being in your shadow.
Yeah, so it was if Brady's doing this, I'm gonna do less. You never
Yes,
thought
yeah.
I can be better.
Yes,
like,
when
it,
I
it
was
just
on my
seemed like
own, I was kind of
you
like,
had to be on your own.
I want to. There's no reason why I can't be the best in my
Yes.
brain. I was like, I can. I leveled up as an athlete because I had no one to
In your
look
own
to do
confidence.
below.
Yeah.
Because I was okay being in your shadow. That
Yes.
I was just so happy to be there.
Yes.
Anyways, then Brady's ankle was healing. As soon as her ankle was like fine, ready to go, team training back on.
It was now a new goal.
It
Games
was now
2023.
hunting season, CrossFit Games 2023. Nothing was going to stop us.
But let me tell you, was it the hardest thing
Yeah.
that I've ever done
Yeah.
mentally?
I think it was very, very difficult, but I want to speak about that in a separate video as well, about like the whole like injuries and everything. But not only was it a very difficult year with like mentally and everything that was going on, there was so much that year. There was a lot more teams than the previous years that were going in a team.
Which year? 2023.
2023. And we knew that we were going to win, as does every other team think that they're going to win. But I think that we kept it very respectful, and I didn't put it on anyone. No one knew we were going team
until we posted the
quarterfinals,
video, because
yeah.
I remember
Yes,
it was
only
like how-
then people knew we were going to go.
Yeah.
But like, I think that was also mentally hard. We acted as if it wasn't, but it pissed me off. It pissed me off seeing like the teams
affected
posting
you and
thinking
I
that
a
they were
lot.
going to go. It didn't really affect, maybe
No,
it did, but like
not-
they didn't speak to us.
I don't know if
It
I
would
don't know,
annoy them,
didn't
but they
speak to
let
us.
it go quickly.
It really affected me.
It pissed me off. I was not happy. And before we even discuss this, I'm just going to say, because it's going to be a sensitive topic, but we are at a very elite level of the sport. And just like in any other sports, there are people that are taking steroids, drugs, and we're not blind to this. So we both knew, more so than I think Callum and Mike, that we were going to be competing against people that were taking steroids, especially because the team field was a lot more competitive
Than it had ever been.
Like there were like
Yeah.
5 teams that wanted to fucking win and go to the games. So we already kind of knew, okay, not naming any names, but we feel like there's people there that are taking steroids. So before the season had already started, we accepted that and we were like, I still don't care. We didn't go in 2022. Come
We're
hell or
going.
high water, we will be on that floor in 2023.
I remember like you and I, because we could kind of only speak to each other about it because it was we feel very similar and we react in very similar ways. Like,
yes, I agree.
so like if I would say to you, Regan, we're gonna win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if people are on drugs. It doesn't matter. Like,
But honestly, I think that our mentality with that
had
was
to-
at its highest.
because it had to be like how we were even speaking to Darren. We almost had to lie to ourselves.
My
It had to be-
subconscious
it
brain.
was even something that was so not realistic. Like if you
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah.
it, like it is possible to beat people on drugs, but it became something that was so in my head, like we can do
literally did-
anything
yeah.
because I told
There
myself
was
that we
nothing.
could.
Yeah, so many times I'd like dreamt about it. Like again, the whole manifestation thing. I kept a little piece of paper of the CrossFit
Yeah.
Noble Games 2023. I looked at it every night before I went to sleep, every morning.
There were certain things like every time before we would do a workout, like Callum would whisper to us, like, it's hunting time. And it
Or like it's like you're doing it
just-
for the pack. It was such an emotional 2 years for like all 4 of us, and we all wanted like that moment
Yeah.
together on the floor to be like, we fucking deserve to win. Like
I
we've
was
been
honestly
through it.
what like the more exciting than it would be to go to the games was having that moment.
Yeah.
Was like
No, without a doubt, I agree with you.
The thing that I like anytime I ever envisioned us winning, it was like it wasn't even being at the games. It was us 4
Having that moment of
doing
this
the
is-
final
this is-
workout
I have goosebumps.
and literally being like we're
we
going to
won.
like that's
Brady,
what
when I tell you every single team workout that we did, and every time we were like finishing the workout, I would close my eyes, talk about manifesting. I would literally close my eyes and think, this is the winning workout at the end of the weekend. When I cross that line, they're gonna say the Wolfpack is going to the CrossFit Games 2023. that was the moment that I didn't visualize me at the
At the
games.
games. I never did.
I envisioned us that moment, hugging
Same.
you for the first time, hugging Callum,
I
hugging
just
Mike.
knew, because I knew how emotional it would be. I knew, like, all of us, especially from 2022, we felt so, it was such a, like, if you think about it, it will be spoken about in another video, like me coming back from into training and Callum and you and Mike watching me even overcome that. It was such an important thing for us, and it was so emotional.
No,
like,
it was
that
it was
weekend
deserved.
even,
It was
so
deserved.
emotional, and it was something that we wanted so badly that, again, like the whole year.
And also the comments from people, like, we'll get into it. But anyways, we did the open. I remember the open workout, we had COVID. Again. Like we don't really care about the open. And then we had individual quarterfinals. That was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
Individual was really fun.
Again, I think it was because there was just like no pressure. It was like literally just doing it as a
Honestly,
in case.
it was actually, I think, such a good thing for us as well, because it was the first time individual quarterfinals didn't actually matter for us, because we knew we were going to do team quarterfinals.
Yeah.
It was almost like prep for team quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, I can push, but I know my time's coming in team quarterfinals.
I don't need to
you know?
shine right now. Also, I always say, like I've been saying now again, like you don't want to be in the eye and the spotlight right now. At least for me, that's what I believe. Just because like you don't want what people don't know, they can't ruin. If people can't see you in the spotlight, there's like no evil eye, there's like no bad vibes. Like don't let anyone see you coming. When it is time to shine, a diamond's gotta shine.
What's a girl got to do?
Then we did quarterfinals and like low key, high key, wanted to win. Like I did.
As one
I was
does.
pissed off when we came second.
Oh, I
When we
remember.
loaded the leaderboard at the end and
I was
I
sitting
was
in my-
like miserable. I was like,
I saw
and I kept saying, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. It
That's
doesn't mean
okay.
anything.
It's actually better.
It's actually better that they don't see us coming. It's better that they think they're gonna win.
I said it's better. I think we came third in the open, like Cape CrossFit as a
Yeah,
Wolfpack
yeah,
came
but
third
I
in the
didn't
open,
even care.
or something. And then I was like, it's fine. Or another team came first in the
Yeah,
open.
then
I was like, okay, they got a turn to come first.
Then another
team
team came
first in
first.
quarterfinals. I was like, okay, they
Our
have their turn
turn.
to come first. Our turn's gonna be
At
semifinals.
semifinals. Anyways,
That's what I played in my mind. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
same. I was
must mean something.
so mad. I had to try so hard to contain myself. And
Team
then,
quarterfinals though was a really good.
yeah,
it was,
we came 13th in one workout in the world.
regardless of
In the globe.
regardless of I think where we placed, I think that those workouts were a huge confidence boost for us.
Yeah.
Like there's certain workouts even in our training that I think were like the workouts
Yeah,
that like
and when I say we
made me
so
believe
hard,
like we deserve to be at the games.
we
you know?
trained so hard to win. We trained fucking hard. Like there were times when we were at the gym where I just like did not want to be there. I just didn't want to be there. But I thought team training was so much fun. It was so much fun. Anyways, we went to Joburg like 3.5 weeks early.
We were not taking a chance of not being able to breathe.
Because you cannot breathe when you go from Cape Town to
Plus,
Joburg.
we also have asthma, so
Some people apparently can breathe when they come up the day before.
anyway, we have asthma, not obviously, but we have asthma.
Yeah, but like I mean that wasn't really.
No, so even we were really worried about not being able to breathe. So we went up 3.5 weeks
Yes,
before.
with Callum and with Mike. Again, so many comments about that. How dare we?
Go up early. Don't we have a life?
Well, it's because we don't have a job.
Actually,
Anyways, like,
I am a coach.
yeah. I do have a job.
Actually,
How
do you think I pay for my gym clothes?
Yeah. Like, I mean, anyways, so like there was a lot of comments. Anyways, regardless, spirits were high. We were going into that weekend, even though I was so scared for the snatch and box jump workout with Callum. We were going in that workout.
No,
ready
let's
to
actually
be.
talk, like-
No, we're gonna discuss everyone.
Yeah, so training, like we were training at Pack Life, and it was like we did those workouts so many times.
So many times.
Like
we didn't do the dumbbell.
No,
We did
we
half
did.
of it. We didn't. We did.
yeah,
half.
we did half of it about 3 times.
We didn't. We did
We
it
did.
once. Brady,
We
we just
didn't.
did it once. We did the first one 4 times.
No,
Brady,
Regan, the box jump one we did it at
Oh, we
the
did
gym,
twice.
and then we did it at the other gym.
But like the other gym was like light weights. It wasn't anything. It wasn't basically. It basically wasn't the workout.
No, okay. Anyway, we did the workouts. Like we had tested them. Like even the ring mass up and thrust one, we did it first at Benoni, then we did it again at Pack Life, a smaller, like
We didn't do the bench press one. We tested the bench press.
We did
We
do
just
it.
tested it.
No, because we did the handstands, we did the pistols
Yeah.
at Virgin Active.
Yeah.
We
Brady put a damper on the mood on that one, not gonna lie.
I tested that workout and I literally failed.
Brady was so mad. Listen, I also was struggling. I too struggled. But I had to say, it's fine. Brady, if we're struggling, imagine the other girls. They are gonna struggle too. We're gonna be fine.
Well, I flourished.
Yeah.
the day.
And then in my mind, I had to reprogram my brain because I couldn't let Brady think that she was going to be terrible. Anyways, I ended up having to do the 15 instead of the 10.
Regina wouldn't have been able
Now, Brady,
to.
I almost went up broken on that. You're slay. What a slay. When
Okay.
it's my turn to go. Okay, we're
Let's
going to
talk
get
about-
there.
Now, we go to registration.
Registration, the first song I hear.
Oh, no,
is-
wait. So our
Wait,
group
let's
chat-
first say it. Let's first say it.
No,
The
our
first
group
one,
chat.
first say the song.
Okay.
The song I hear is Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. And the name on our 4 group chats
Our group chat with Regan, Mike, Callum, and myself.
is called Billie Jean, Billie Jean.
It's just Billie Jean.
It's not, it's Billie Jean, Billie Jean.
Oh. Okay.
So in my brain, I'm like, confirmation, we are coming.
But
first
we'd
this
also
weekend.
been singing at like that.
We have been
weekend,
playing at the gym.
We'd been playing
Yes.
Billie Jean and King
Man in the
Kuta,
Mirror.
But we'd been playing.
Oh, and King Kuta was our song. So Billie Jean and King Kuta was our song.
We'd been playing Billie Jean for so leading up, and it was
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I'm actually going to try and enter in a clip here of like proof that I videoed of them playing Billie Jean because I was like, this is the sign.
My heart is pounding. Okay, we've arrived.
So we went into registration. Spirits were at an all-time high. I literally could not wait. Do you remember?
I was so excited.
I was so excited. We were like scary
for them. I forgot about
I was
that.
so excited. And I had made it very clear that like if we did not win, I was going to be in a deep depression.
I would like
Everyone knew we were going to win. It wasn't a secret.
But I knew out of everyone, you wouldn't be able to handle it the best. You'd handle it badly.
Yeah.
Like I knew
I
I'd be
wasn't
really
accepting no for an answer.
I can speak and I'll be like, I'll openly be like sad and I'll confide in the people around me. I think I knew if we didn't win, you would go into a hole. And
Yeah, I would
be
spiral.
very, very
Because in my brain, I'd built it up for 2 years that I was like, there literally is no other outcome because I'm not accepting. I'm not even going to give myself the opportunity to be like, okay, if we don't win, it will be okay. I was like, but there is no if we don't win.
No.
Because we will win. So I'm not going to have to deal with the depression. So we were at an all-time high.
Okay, now day
First
one.
workout.
Suddenly, you've never seen two such.
Me, I was fine.
The first day, we
Oh,
were
sorry.
petrified.
I thought we were talking about the ball. The D-ball.
No,
So
the first day.
we were all in the
Suddenly-
warm-up room, and just before we go, we huddle up for team talk because we always
No,
have.
me, you, Ashen and Monique. We all.
I know, but
we
you
were-
were emotional before. But I'm saying in that team talk, Callum was speaking, and I was like, the what's it called? The mists, the things settled down. What's
The
it
dust
called? The
settled.
dust had settled. I was like, okay, we're here now. This is it. Like the last 2 years of thinking about this moment,
Yeah,
we're
it was
about to
really
walk
real.
onto the floor. Had so much anxiety and like we were just a mess. Honestly, we were a fucking mess. That was where experience did not shine. All the other teams were like holding it together. I was not holding it together.
We stood onto the floor, the first workout that we practiced about 5 times. We're not gonna. Oh, we're gonna talk about it. Regan, we get onto the floor and the judge is there, and like you just go introduce yourself to the judge, and Regan is trying to ask a question if she can move the seat, which obviously you'd be allowed to move. I'm looking at Regan, and Regan goes, no. Actually, first what happened was we go onto the floor, and we had asked our judge, can we try the worm? And our judge said, yes, you can try the worm. We picked up the worm.
And one of the guys came
One of
in.
the people that are head of that was running semi-finals at
screamed, drop that worm. You are not allowed to use the worm.
like rightfully so, but
okay,
we'd asked our judge, like he said.
Yeah, so anyway, so anxiety then went from
so
there
then
to there.
it was like a big shock. It was like, like you know, like if you're in school
You're
and
like,
you get
and
shouted,
firstly
it
we
just
had done the
becomes-
worm and we were like, oh, that's so easy, that's so light.
But
Then
like when you're already at such an emotional
yeah.
height that like when someone shouts at you, you think, oh no, like
Yeah.
I'm right here, I'm gonna plummet.
Yeah.
And then Regan started speaking to the judge, and she literally just burst into tears.
You know when you just like you're speaking and there's so much emotion and like you just
Oh,
you cannot.
and your whole voice just shook, and I was thinking, oh no.
And then I couldn't even finish the question. We had to just go stand. Athletes stand behind the line. I grabbed a hold of Brady's hand, like literally tears were
We
falling.
were both crying.
And I was like, okay, better pull my shit together. I'm on that bike first. What did you start on the run?
Yeah.
But explain about the bag.
Anyway, we had practiced it. They never gave us the full information before the weekend.
Obviously, we were wanting to win that workout because both of the teams came up like the day before. So like we were expecting them to not be able to breathe because when we came up the day before, I could not function.
Anyway, I really struggled in that workout. It was just
Yeah, Brady struggled the most in that with the ball.
I couldn't pick up the sandbag. It was just
a mess. The whole workout, honestly, from like how I acted before, looking back on it now, it was just a mess.
It was a big mess. It was a big, not even regardless of where we came in the workout, I was really disappointed in myself because I felt like, because again, like you're doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for your team, and like I felt like, why couldn't I pick up the, you know, like I felt like, why can't I hold it? Why is this going like this?
Yeah. I can remember
You know?
thinking while I was doing double unders and you're holding, I was like, I cannot believe that this is happening. I was just like in shock.
Listen, I thought we came second
came
in that.
third.
Third.
No, we came second.
I think
third. Tiger Valley won, then Mayhem, then us.
I think we came third, and in the moment I thought we had done a lot worse.
Yeah.
In the moment,
I thought we were coming like
we
10th.
we would have done a lot worse.
Yeah.
But after that, I think that for some reason made you and I for the rest of the weekend extremely anxious and extremely like not confident.
Yeah.
We had 2 years of being confident. We go into the games so confident in our training.
But even that, it didn't derail me.
No.
I'm going to tell you what happened that I started. So we finished the workout. Our spirits were still high. We were.
and we
Because the
knew-
next workout was ring muscle ups and thrusters. And I
And
was like,
bar muscle-ups.
And
And
bar
it was
muscle ups. I was like, this written down, Cape CrossFit should be number one in my brain. Because all four of us were like that was written for us. So I was like, for sure, we're winning this workout. When I tell you, I redlined so badly that I could not have done one more
I remember
rep.
after that workout walking down, in my head I thought, I have to make it down to the warm-up room because I literally cannot stand. My legs were buckling.
And I'll tell you what, we came third.
Again.
And when we came third in that was when I knew something is up.
That after day one, it was...
Brady, after that workout specifically, because I'm going to be honest, I was like, okay, this, not that I'm undermining any other team at all, but I was like, something's up. Because we had executed that workout to the best of our ability. Honestly, we could not have done better in that workout for us. Maybe Callum could have done one more when he got that no rep. Because the team that beat us got one more rep. Because you guys got the no rep.
I just remember, like, after that, it was... I remember going to sleep and we weren't staying in the same place. And I remember just going to sleep being like, I don't know
I
what
still
we're
had
going
hope.
to do.
I was still fine. At this stage, I was still okay. The next day came, Mike's birthday. Bench press wide. Lo and behold, we win. So I was so happy because I was like,
a huge...
Brady was so scared for that workout. I was so scared. I'd ripped my pants in the warm-up area from the dumbbell breaking. And I was just like, I was like starting the day off really well. I was happy with that.
I was really happy, especially because I was so scared for that workout and I was like, wow, something's gone right.
Something's gone right. I was like,
right.
we're on the way back. I was still really positive. And then, before we did the second workout, Callum was getting really angsty. And I kept saying to him, Callum, please don't start the workout too fast. Please. And he was like, Regan, I'm not going to start the workout too fast. You have to trust me. But we cannot start the workout slow either. We can't go slow. But I was so scared because I knew it was going to hurt so badly.
That to this day is one of the hardest workouts I've ever done
Not
in my
one of
life.
the hardest.
I think that is
the hardest workout I have ever done in my entire life. Do you know I failed a box jump? I literally failed. I couldn't jump on. And Callum looked me in my eyes, in my soul, and he said, Regan, I'm begging you. Go. And I was just like, we had come second in that.
Did we?
Yeah, we came second.
Good job.
That was phenomenal.
Good job. I thought we came third.
No, we came second in that.
Remember, going into day 2, I think we were coming tied second.
Third. No.
No, we were coming tied, second.
second.
But technically we were third because they had come high places in the previous workouts.
So now after day 2, after Brady and I perished, like I say I redlined in the thruster one. I went past redline in this one. I was done.
A bad place. I remember
I don't know how my body actually continued. I don't know.
That was extremely rough. It was really bad. That was the worst workout.
100%. Then we were coming second.
But now we knew the next day a workout that we were not looking forward to.
We were coming second. I was trying so hard to be positive. But Brady and I were really nervous for the cleans. Just because like our lifting hadn't been where it was in the previous years due to like different reasons. Brady's injury, my mindset, like whatever you want to say. It just like wasn't what our peak strength was.
And it was so hard for us because we both came from being such confident lifters.
I would have been able to lift the 98 kg bar really okay. And like I could have maybe hit the next bar.
Like if it was before my injury, I would have been able to power it.
Bar. Yeah.
I would have been able to power 98, you know, like and knowing
that it was just like lurking in the shadows, that it was like
after we came third already in a few workouts, and it's like,
we were like, we really didn't need this.
And we now know we're not going to do well.
So anyways, we go into that workout.
Regan and I say, like we said, because it was...
We kind of accepted the fate.
But it was girls and then it was boys opposite you, and you were lifting on opposite minutes, and we were like, we're not going to look at anyone. We're not going to look at Callum. We're not going to look at Mike.
Just focus on yourself. I said, I didn't even watch you.
Yeah, I said, we're not going to watch each other. We're literally just going to go lift the bar.
Yeah.
And go. We only lifted the first bar. Like we both
failed.
It was just.
And then I hugged you, and we just like cried because I kind of knew. I was like, that's it.
Like even though like we knew our workout was coming, but we also knew that it
wasn't going to be enough. Like
it didn't
the
matter.
first team would have had to come like 9th in that workout. We knew we were going to win the last workout.
Yeah, but we also knew like it was the first time we had accepted it was done.
It was done.
I forgot what we forgot to say is that day we all had a chat in the morning. Do you remember? We were outside and we all just cried.
Yeah, all of us were crying. It was a very emotional weekend.
It was really emotional. And then after that lifting, we went back into the warm-up area and we just cried. Like we sat there and it was
just everyone accepted that like we hadn't won, but we had all decided that we weren't gonna just win the next workout. Like we were gonna put on a performance. Like this was gonna be like, this is the Wolfpack. This is who we are.
Like it doesn't matter if they didn't win.
Yeah,
like,
this is the last 2 years of work that we've put in, and after that, it was very, very sad. It was very hard. It was hard watching.
So now it's the last workout, and we were so excited for it. It was with the worm. Like we had practiced the worm all the time. Legless rope climbs.
It was like a surgical procedure. We had executed
like
it perfectly.
It was. Again, written on paper, like it was perfect for us. We went through that workout in like, it was one of the most proud I've ever been of our team. Like it was done everything what we needed to do. Like we finished that workout. Like I was really, really proud of us. But as I crossed that finish line, you and I just cried.
Yeah. It was really hard. I mean, like watching them call out the other team's name to like win and watching them celebrate, I was pissed off. I was not happy.
It was such a weird feeling because again, like we said, that the most exciting thing for us was that moment. And
for 5 years, that's all you think about. Like I said, you're not thinking about you being on the games floor. You're thinking about the moment that like you made it.
I remember I saw mommy on the side and I just went to her and I hugged her and I was just crying. She was crying. Like I really didn't know what to do because I didn't accept, for so long, I didn't accept not winning. And I didn't know, I was like, this is real. Like, we didn't win. Like, we didn't win.
No, it was very, very hard. Like we went up, congratulated everyone. We
Yeah,
did
of course, like-
hugged everyone, well done, happy for you. Anyways. We
No, you know what was even harder?
what?
They come do drug testing and
No, wait, we're not getting there yet. Before the drug testing. What was I gonna say now? I wanted to say, because I think from this point on, and we're going to speak about it in the next episode as well, but from this point on, a lot of the blame was placed on me and you. And like from going from 2 years of like every like thought, turn on silent.
it is.
Mine's also, and on do not disturb.
I'll do that.
But from going from every moment to being like, I didn't ever think that I was doing it for me. Never did it
No.
cross my mind. I was like, I'm doing this.
It wasn't for me.
Brady, Callum, and
Every
for
time
Mike.
I like went into training, anytime it was I have to go for
I
Regan,
have to win for
Regan,
them.
Mike and Callum.
And to the mental aspect of what it did to us after that, of it, the blame being placed on us, not by Mike and Callum.
No, it was even ourselves feeling like it was ourselves.
It
and
was very hard. But I mean, we'll speak about it in the next one.
Then they come tell you, Kate.
Okay, but
sorry,
wait. We still had hope. When I say the hope was not completely gone.
Regan and I still had hope.
Because like I said, I thought that some people were on drugs.
We still, you had more hope than I did. I still thought, like, even though we had suspicions of people being on drugs, like we said, I think that there are, even in other places, people on drugs.
It's in every sport. Like, you can't be blind
It's in every
to it.
sport. And
especially at this level when there's only one team that's going to the games.
And even though I had those same thoughts as you, I thought they're not gonna get
Caught. Yeah.
They're not gonna get caught.
Okay.
So I still
And also
had
because they came and they like brought 4 sticks and they were like, two of you are going to be tested. I was like, what do you mean?
I looked at Regan and
I was like,
only 2?
I was like, test all 4 of us.
Anyway, so I got tested, Mike got tested, and when we found out,
No, talk about when you went to the drug room.
yeah, well, so when we found, Regan said to me, like when I was walking to the drug testing room, she said to me, Brady, will never forget this. You said, the universe has a funny way of working things out.
Did I say that?
You said that to me as I was walking there.
You
literally said to me, Brady,
such a Regan thing to say.
Don't worry, the universe has a funny way of working things out. And I sat in the drug testing room, and obviously
Don't mention
everyone,
any names,
no.
but-
Obviously, all the other people that were getting tested, it was the top female.
It
It was the top, whoever. It was the people on the podium. I sat there crying.
Grieving.
She
was grieving.
I was alone. I don't know. Mike was happy. Mike was not sad.
Mike actually handled it really well.
Mike was talking to everyone. I was sitting there.
Mike actually handled it the best out of all 4 of us.
I was sitting there crying. Then Mike went to get tested, and this was like a 2-hour process. It took
I want
really
you to say
long.
some of the comments.
It took really long. So while I was sitting there crying, I'm listening to now the people that have won, and they're speaking about now their training going forward, them going to the games, and I really felt like it was just not a slap in the face, but I'm like, you can see that I'm sitting here like really sad, like Regan.
I know.
I was so sad, like I didn't know what to do, and I'm sitting there crying, and I'm like, you don't have to speak about this now.
Yeah.
You don't have to speak about it with because obviously
and you really were
because we were there with the person that's walking with you the whole time, because you have to have a person that's with you, and Mike wasn't there anymore, and I'm like, you speaking about it, and I'm like, I know you're trying to be funny and you're excited. I'm happy. I know the excitement that they're feeling because it's what we wanted to feel, but like, it didn't need to be rubbed in the way it was. And while I'm sitting there, obviously clearly sad, they say to me, why are you crying? Are you scared for the drug test? And I'm like,
I'm sorry, repeats.
I'm thinking, I said, no, I'm crying because I'm very depressed right now. Like, for what reason would you need to make that comment? Like, I'm
not
sitting
okay.
here.
No, and then Brady finally comes back after she finally peed because she took the longest to pee.
No, don't worry, I peed. And then they said to me, it's not enough wee.
Yeah, so she had to wait.
So
the ceremony had to be put on pause because Brady couldn't pee in the cup.
No, I peed. Regan, let me explain. It was this much under. And then I had to pee again, and then they had to mix the peas.
Yeah. annoying. But anyways,
It was
we
so
then
awkward.
had to
Sun in there with
step
you.
up on that second place podium. It haunts me to this day.
And then we went out that night for dinner, and
Everything was actually
fine.
okay. I was
And
like,
I remember
no,
thinking,
but because I had hope. I was like, okay, drug tasting has just been done. All hope is not lost. I still had faith. I was still like, I know that we were meant to go. These 2 years of manifesting, of believing, did not go for nothing.
and it was also that night, for some reason, we were making jokes of it just because we didn't know how else to deal with it. We were like,
Yeah.
we just kept, I remember we were just kept
Yeah.
making jokes because there was nothing else that we could do.
Yeah.
And I even remember thinking, Regan's okay. Like, Regan's okay. And we weren't staying in the same place. And then I remember I was driving to the airport because we left the next day. And I sat in the car with my mom. I started crying again. Because I
woke up that morning. I was like, I told everyone, I was like, if we come second, just so that you're aware, you should take me to like get help. You should take me to like stepping stones or somewhere because I know it's going to be really bad. Unhealthy and so toxic of me.
So when I thought the previous night Regan's okay, I had to just wait till I got to the airport.
Yeah, because I was miserable. I was miserable.
You were not happy.
I was like ready to throw into the towel. Never wanted to walk into a gym ever again. Was like, this sucks. The universe sucks. Manifesting is not real. I cannot believe I've given so much of my life to this sport. But at the same time, I was in a constant battle with myself because I was still like, no, but it's still hard.
And then when we got, we obviously had our week off of training. We got back into training. It was really hard.
We didn't.
No,
Brady.
no, I did.
We didn't get back into
No,
training.
it was off season.
Yes, but like we were depressed.
No, so it was off season.
Also, Callum didn't want to be our friend. So like, Callum will defend me on this, and he'll say no. He'll argue with me on this and say no. He didn't want to be my friend, but he didn't. He didn't want to be my friend for 2 weeks. And
But
we
like-
had the meeting. We all had a debrief meeting with the team, and Brady and I had mentioned,
And
and
Ashton.
we said, guys,
There's
all
still
hope
hope.
is not lost. We still might go. Wrong thing to say. Callum and Mike were not happy with that response. They didn't want us to have false hope, even though at that stage, after the grieving had taken place, I was pretty convinced we were going to go. Like, I was pretty convinced.
Yeah, I still had, again, I was like, I still thought, I know what's going on, but they're not going to get caught.
And then it took like 4 weeks.
No, then.
But was it 4 weeks?
I'm not sure.
Okay, it took like 4 weeks, and keep in mind, Brady and I were not training. We like went in miserable, walked in, did like 1 or 2 things,
No
and
point.
then left. Until
It was the 10th of June at 4:52. I get a message from Chris, and he said to us, "You guys got time for an urgent team call?"